Hello and welcome to Minecraft, New Forgecraft, Episode 1, Season 1. Let's get in. I've already preloaded this world. It was basically for just so I didn't have to wait as long to have it load in. As you can hear, it's got some sheep. Let it load in for a second. It's already preloaded, so it should work a lot easier. But yeah, I have about 126 mods installed, most of them being smaller mods, but it's just got a lot of stuff in it, and I shouldn't be lagging. I guess it's putting a little bit more strain on my computer than I actually expected. I might actually have to fix that, because it wasn't giving me any lag. It was running on a good 60 frames. Might actually have to remove a few mods. That's disappointing. And now I'm getting 30, which I should be. I don't know, maybe it's just something over here that's lagging me. Well, regardless, I have pretty much all the Feed the Beast mod pack in it. I have Pam's Forgecraft, which is just basically for me messing around. I get bored, and it's a lot of extra food that I don't have to worry about starving. Because if you know me, I have a tendency to kill myself. I don't usually kill myself a lot. I try to avoid dying. Well, I seem to be okay now, so... And why am I... Yeah, I harvested the entire thing. I should have just kept something there. Because I have the Tree Capitator mod. And I'm turning that off. This is in ore mode, or not ore mode, recipe mode. Regardless, it's just annoying to me right now. And there's some nice open stone here. And I'll show you in a second what this area looks like. One and two. There we go. I have raised minimap installed. I think that's required via the Direwolf Beast pack thing. Feed the Beast mod pack. Well, regardless, last time Forgecraft didn't go so well. And mostly that's just because I had become too rusty at it. And I only recently realized that after a while, and I started to notice that was really boring because I was trying to remember everything that I was trying to do. So, I spent a little time. I went and decided to actually play a little bit more, and now I know what I'm going to do. There's this nice cave here. That's a really far drop, and I think this is the cave that went nowhere. So I might use that at one point. And yes, I had to check out this seed. There was a lot of issues, which is why I haven't been uploading lately. And one of the issues I had... I'm shift clicking. Boom. One of the main issues I was having was that just kind of family issues, and it's not so much as they were having problems as they were causing problems for me, and not my immediate family, it's like nephews. But yeah, that's over with, hopefully, for a long time. And dang it, my stuff's up there. I think this was a cave. with white mushroom. Taking that white mushroom. And I think the only way to get back up is to actually go there. And yes, I actually chose this because it had a bunch of sheep near it. Was my only reasoning for it. It's just a lot of the ones that this is probably the best seed I could find. Let's just say that. I went through well over 200 seeds, and I mean, this was absolutely dreadful trying to find a seed that would actually work. It was just absolutely terrible. And so this is the best seed I could come up with, and it's not that very good of a seed. Every other seed would put me in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of a tundra biome, with no trees within like 2 days walk in every direction. I mean, I've tried. One spawned me on an island with pretty much nothing. I mean, I was literally on one block of sand that had just risen up all the way to the surface, and nothing but water. So yeah, that was an issue. That actually stopped me from recording yesterday because I couldn't find a seed. And trust me, I really, really wanted to find a seed. There we go. I just want to get all this wood because it's annoying if I don't have wood. And I'll use these eventually. This just makes it so I have to worry a lot less about food and more on the game. It also allows me to mess around and basically do whatever I want. And with that, I wasted about a minute loading up the server, or whatchamacallit. Yeah, I forgot. The world, there we go. I don't understand what that lag spike is about. Maybe it's updating or something. Because I was getting at least 60 frames before I even started this. Screw it. I'm not gonna go get it. Well, that isn't all the mods I have in this. I have Flan's gun mod, which was just for the modern feel of the world, honestly. And you're probably thinking, oh, he's got guns, they're overpowered or whatever. Not really. These guns, I think there's only 2 guns that can actually one-shot, and those are beyond expensive. I really did try to make sure that it wouldn't be too overpowered, so I made them expensive. I think it's a stack of iron and a stack of fiberglass or something, which is basically a block of clay and a block of sand for 1 fiberglass. So yeah, it's not too overpowered in that aspect. Even then, most of the guns are almost impossible to get unless you have cactus. And I need a furnace. And I was also being too conservative when I was in the other one. causing issues. And yeah, my brightness is already maxed out. I made sure before I started recording, though it was still probably a bit dark. And there we go. I'll just let that burn, and I'll collect stone. First day, not much you can do. There were quite a few resources nearby. The biomes nearby are wasteland, beach, an ocean. There's, I think, one mini jungle, and I think there might be a redwood forest, and that's pretty much all that I remember. It wasn't terribly good, but it was at least okay enough for me to actually use. And I actually do have enough to make a bed. I don't think there was pretty much any other resource nearby other than the sheep and the wasteland. So, not too good of a start, but it's good enough. Oh, I also turned it to a circular type map, and that was just to prevent me from having to deal with a lot of issues. And those issues were not so much as my fault as they were just I was doing different mods, and some of them required a little bit more effort in that. In the fact that it just needed things being moved around. I think I changed it though, so I'm just keeping the circular one because it can show me the direction. I want that grape. Mostly just because it's a food source that can be regrown. I think kiwi can too, and I think it restores too. Yes. I didn't bother messing around much with that. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, I spent so much time playing around, and I forgot how to jump. It's not too bad. I'll start my tunnel to the center of the earth soon. Probably should at least top up my food. But yeah, I'll need a lot of coal. And yeah, I was trying not to use so much coal when I was in the first one, just because I wanted to save it for the fuel source, but I ended up not being able to actually use it for a very long time. In fact, I don't even think I ever got to use the actual fuel part of the coal, so that was disappointing. I don't think I have any planes in this. I think it's supposed to be like flan, whatever it is. The entire mod, I just don't think I added all of it in. Mostly I was just doing it for the guns. And yeah, a lot of those guns are pretty worthless. In fact, the only ones that are actually worth it are the one-shots, and those are expensive until later. Even then, the ammo's pretty expensive regardless. I think it takes it might be like 1 iron per shot, which is ridiculously not overpowered. I can't get that yet. Okay, that was a weird lag spike. I'm guessing it might actually be the issue of me being on a mountain, though I don't know why. Hmm. Yeah, well, my computer's not that bad. uh, let's see. I think I want to start my tunnel to the center of the Earth in the wasteland biome. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to change this again. Minimap options, texture. Oh, there we go. Just because when you're turning around it really messes up the look of it. Maybe that's my issue. I sense undead nearby. Scary things that want to rip my face off. And he's right over there. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna move. First things first. This area is not too good in resources. It's not why I chose it. Mostly why I chose it was to get some saplings and such, because it actually had some resources to start off. Let's see. Might as well take that. I was looking for a desert biome, but I figured I might as well choose a different biome to start off in. So I decided to go with wasteland. And I'm starting to get the feel back into the actual jumping and falling from smaller heights. Ooh, there is actually a, that. I think further this way there was actually a, further that way was a village, which I will be using. I don't think it had any Forgecraft guys in it, but if it does, then I'll have a big bonus, I guess. I don't think it was though, so I'm probably gonna move right about in the middle area. You can see that torn up stone area. I do believe there's a cave under here. I know you're under here somewhere. I can hear you. Ye cannot hide from me. I hope. Well, either way, I'm just gonna give up on that. Don't feel like wasting too much time on that. I'll get plenty of dungeon exploration done. And mostly, I think that's the jungle biome. And I'm gonna actually stick away from the dungeon biome for, not the dungeon, the jungle biome. Just because there's actually some quicksand and I don't want to die. Ooh. New resources. How much is there? Quite a bit. That's good because I'm going to need it. I'm actually going to need quite a bit of it. I completely got off track of where I wanted to actually build. Salt. Salt's only good for the Pam's craft. I think it's good for Thaumcraft later on. And I already saw that Azenor's actually making a new Thaumcraft 4. But I understand that he wants to make it more realistic instead of tens of thousands of aspects to actually have only a set few. I already threw my 2 cents in and don't know if he actually ever replied, because that's not really what I care about. I just like to see what people can create. This is more fun that way. And I'm living here. Ooh, religious symbol. And I think that is a cave. Or maybe not. No, it's not. Interesting formation, though. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay here. This shall be my world. I honestly don't care much for this cracked sand. I mean, it's not a terrible actual material, but it's just not too good, especially if you want animals in it. I will be replacing this once I have my Philosopher's Stone into... Actually, does this actually have any... No, it does not have any aspects. Well, regardless, this is where I'm going to start. And my frame rate seems to be a lot better now. So I'm guessing it was that area. And time to dig down. And this is my second hidey hole. Because I'll probably be killed if I don't make something. And I have torches. And might as well set home. And there we go. Now it's about time for me to actually set up my house and start working on what I need. First thing I'm going to do is there was an issue I was having. Marker options, there we go. Well, okay. Well, either way, that's just basically what I was trying to do. I just don't want it right there. Need this. I don't know what's with this lag spikes. I'm thinking there's an update or something. Wish I'd checked that beforehand. Remember, kids, don't dig down, you will die. I was lucky. I want... Where are my torches? In fact, I want a chest. Just because I'm probably going to die at one point. And... just want to get this stuff out of the way. And I will take... I'll take the cranberries because they can heal twice. And I'll make a couple more pickaxes. Actually, what I'm gonna do, sleep through the night, and now oh, there's a skeleton. Oh, he sees me, but they don't seem to really care. This is one of the good things, is this biome, really hard for things to hide. There's a lot less water in it too, so better survival chance. Creepers, on the other hand, are very deadly still. At least in this mod. Terraformacraft, not so much. I was actually watching one of my subscribers' videos, and he finally learned that creepers are harmless in Terraformacraft. They only cause a lot of damage to your building. Sad fact. And what I put out there was what's it called? I'll remember it shortly. Apple tree, there we go. I want that, and I want 2 more of these. This is probably the best fuel source aside from actual coal. These didn't need that, but who cares? This is basically my underground type farm. Ridiculously easy. All you need is some mushroom. And a few logs. Doesn't matter where you place it, but there you go. Mushrooms. That only works on logs, that does not work on tilled soil. Doesn't matter if there's water nearby, as I found that out. But regardless, no achievement get. I've been playing this one world save quite a few times, so I'm pretty sure I've gathered a lot of the ores, at least, or achievements. Or maybe that was a different one. I think that was a different one. I might have just found one crystal at one point. Well, regardless, bring more copper up because I'm going to need this. Because one of my main issues was that I was not actually doing much. And it's already been one episode of the series so far. And, ooh, found some iron. I'm really going to need that, because that was one of the issues, is I started running out of iron quickly. And mostly I'm going to save this iron at least. I'm going to use up a little bit of it, but some of the copper I don't really mind as much. And I'm going to haphazardly use this coal. And I ran out of a pick. That's what I forgot to make. And that's why I actually got that. And might as well keep the rest. Yes, it's never really interesting to do probably the first 3 episodes are going to be like this until I can actually get things automated. Lights on. How do I want to do this? Never dig down. And yeah, I know the episode's up technically, but I'm going to go a little farther. Just because this is the first episode and I haven't recorded much. Or maybe I should. Decisions. I think that one. Okay, well. Oh yeah, and finally, Forgecraft ores now have uses again. Not very many uses, but they still have uses. Woohoo! They had been removed at one point, or the effects for it have been were removed. And on one of the updates, apparently Forgecraft decided to add back in the effects for the ores. Rice. Spice leaf. Spice leaf is actually probably one of the best food sources I have available. And I want to till some earth before I go. And I should have enough copper cooked up for what I need for the first part. So I want to make... I'm out of dirt, aren't I? Well, might as well do some work here. Any creepers still around? No, luckily they despawned. I'll have an oasis for a short amount of time. At least until I decide to destroy it and turn it into a automated oasis. Screw it. Doesn't need to look fancy, just needs to be around. I think this will still work. And if I remember correctly, there we go. That is a bug. Don't do that. Don't do that at home, kids. It's a really cheap bug. I don't know if it works for all of them, but any regrowable one will most likely have that effect. Okay, just make sure. It resets the timer, so regardless you have to wait as much time as required. It just makes it look fully grown. And I'll expand this at one point, but for now it doesn't matter. Actually, I might just expand that right now so I can have the extra food available. Blackberry, and I actually like the spice leaf. Spice leaves, they're very common. I mean, to the point where I really don't have to worry about food at that point. And they regrow too. There we go. That's pretty much my food source, and that'll basically survive without water for indefinitely. So no more waiting, or no more work at that point. So I'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a good day.